What's up, YouTube? Silver Dragons here, and it looks like industrial demand for silver might be setting some records this year. Is gold and silver setting up for another Christmas rally? That definitely seems possible. And we're now seeing more silver price forecasts coming out for 2024. This one is calling for nearly $35 silver next year. Let's get into this. Buy your gold and silver online from SD Bullion. New customers get gold or silver at spot by visiting sdbullion.com/new. Thank you so much for watching. I do sincerely appreciate it. In this video, we're going to be talking about all the silver price news that has recently come out as we wrap up this week. Today is Black Friday. I hope you all had a great Thanksgiving. I had some awesome food, spent some time with family. It was great. Now, Black Friday, we were hoping for a nice dip in silver price so we could get some good deals on precious metals. Well, it looks like that didn't happen. Silver is now up over $24 an ounce, sitting at $24.44 at the moment, up 67 cents on the day. Gold is also charging up. Gold is at $2,010 an ounce, up $15 a day. And we're going to take a quick little peek at the GSR because it's coming down, baby. 82 now. So silver is definitely charging faster than gold. I am very impressed with this silver rally. Every time I think it's going to correct, move back down, or even level off, that doesn't happen. Silver continues to charge higher and higher. There was an interesting article that came out this morning from FX Empire. The headline reads, "Silver Price Forecast. Silver continues to threaten a breakout." The silver market rallied a bit during the trading session on Friday as we're trying to get to the $24 level. Now, this was before silver hit $24 this morning, so obviously the article came out pretty early and silver was not yet at 24. Now it's well above $24 an ounce. They do actually get into the technicals in this article, but I just want to talk about this part right here. So they say the $24 level is of course an area where we've seen a lot of noise in the past, so it would not be surprising at all to see this market pull back from there again. However, if we were able to break above that level, then it's possible we could go looking to the $25.50 level above. So there you go. We could be headed for $25.50 silver very shortly. Now, this article over at kitco.com, I'm not going to read it. If you want to check it out for yourself, feel free to head over there. But the headline, "Gold, Silver, are we setting up for another Christmas rally?" I honestly think we are. I think precious metals are on a tear right now. It seems like nothing can stop them. Over at investinghaven.com, we have a really interesting silver price forecast. So the price of silver will move to our first bullish target of $34.70 in 2024. We predict $48 an ounce soon after in 2024, not later than mid-2025. So they're essentially calling for a new all-time high for silver sometime in the next 18 months. Could we see it? Absolutely. I mean, $48 is right around the all-time high for silver. If you do adjust for inflation, then back in the 80s, silver went over $100 an ounce. So we do have a long way to go before we hit that, but the nominal high, $48, that's basically the all-time high for silver. They break it down even more right here. For 2024, we continue to predict that silver will rise to $28 an ounce, which is a secular breakout level. Whether it will succeed in clearing secular resistance will depend on whether 10-year yields will confirm a local top. Stated differently, TNX is the last obstacle for silver to move higher. Once silver moves to $28 an ounce, it will run quickly to the 32 to 36 area, a move which we expect to occur in the first half of 2024. Wow, that is a big jump up. I mean, literally, they're saying we could see $36 silver in the next 6 months, and silver is only at $24 today. That's a 50% increase in half a year from now. Wow, this is blowing my mind. Now, the reason they think silver is going to go up, they list it right here. It's because the price of gold positively correlated to silver. They think gold is going to continue to go up. The euro inversely correlated to the US dollar. They essentially think the euro is going to go up and the dollar is going to move down, which would in turn push precious metals higher. Inflation expectations positively correlated to silver. Inflation's not going to stop, and the futures market positioning commitment of traders. So obviously more money flowing into gold and silver going to push that price even higher. Now let's get into this article over at shiftgold.com. Industrial demand for silver on pace to set record in 2023. According to a forecast by Metals Focus in conjunction with the Silver Institute, industrial silver demand is on pace to rise by 8% to a record 632 million ounces. Investment in photovoltaics, power grid, and 5G networks, along with growth in consumer electronics and rising vehicle output, are key drivers behind the elevated industrial demand. A recent research paper by scientists at the University of New South Wales projects that solar manufacturers will likely require over 20% of the current annual silver supply by 2027. That's only 4 years away, or 3 years away. I mean, we're basically already into 2024. And by 2050, solar panel production will use approximately 85 to 98% of the current global silver reserves. This is crazy. I mean, 25 years from now, all of the global reserves are going to solar panels. Wow, there's no silver left over for investment at that point. One thing that caught me by surprise was the demand for physical silver investment. Check this out. It's projected to fall by 21% to a 3-year low of 263 million ounces. This is for 2023. So apparently the stackers have not been showing up this year, but if we are setting a record for demand in general, that means a lot of the silver is actually going into industry. And even though investors are buying less bullion this year, we still are setting a record. Now, one of the main reasons for this is Germany. They actually changed the tax laws right here. So demand for silver coins in Germany took a hit due to an increased VAT tax levied at the beginning of the year. Certain silver coins were not being taxed in Germany. They changed the rules at the start of the year. So Germany actually buys a lot of the silver. In Europe, I think they're probably the biggest or second biggest buyer of silver bullion. Well, that kind of fell off a cliff this year because of the taxes. They were still buying a lot of gold, not as much silver though. On the supply side, mine output is expected to modestly fall by 2%. That follows on the heels of a 0.6% decline in silver production in 2022. So more demand, less supply. What does this tell you? Probably higher prices down the road. According to the Silver Institute, the deficit will persist in the silver market for the foreseeable future. The price of silver does not reflect the current supply and demand dynamics. In fact, silver is significantly undervalued right now. One analyst called the current price in the 23 an ounce range inexcusably low. And lastly, to wrap up the article here, at some point investors will have to reckon with the shrinking supply of silver coupled with rising demand, along with the Fed's inability to bring inflation back to its 2% target. When that happens, the price of silver will likely take off. Well, it looks like at the moment anyway, silver is certainly taking off. We are up 70 cents on the day. Now, I did post a poll yesterday asking all of you, do you plan on buying precious metals this Black Friday? 23% of you said yes, 48% of you said no way, and 29% said maybe. But I would have to guess that the majority of the people who said maybe probably were waiting to see what silver spot price did, and based on the fact that it went up, I think most of you are not buying precious metals today, which is kind of sad because there were some pretty good deals out there, some spot deals. I was posting them on my Instagram whenever I saw another deal pop up, but unfortunately, Well, silver is just moving up, kind of making those spot deals a little It's like, well, you could have bought silver last week and probably got it for cheaper than you're getting it right now. So I am curious, what are your predictions? Where do you think silver is going from here? Feel free to put those down below in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in my next one. Silver Dragons out.